The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Toronto Raptors 1-0-1-1, Memphis Grizzlies 8-1-1. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Minnesota Timberwolves 5-1-5, San Antonio Spurs 1-1-1-0. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Phoenix Suns 1-1-8, New Orleans Pelicans 7-1-2. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Golden State Warriors 1-1-1-0, Dallas Mavericks 9-1-3.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. Cash is in for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And counted at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen to Jordan. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The assist from number 13, James Harden.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now?
Brooklyn. Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different...
Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
He was hacked. They let it go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. DeAndre Jordan.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
To Danny Green. Fires the three. Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. It's in the hands of Harden. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Fires the three, his first effort, off the mark. Harden with it up top, up by 3. Deep 2 there, won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Shot from the lane, won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here's Irving into the front court. Leads 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. And the basket good at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Harden can't connect. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here's Durant for two. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Harris for three. That won't go. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Here's Harden with the rock. To Irving. Harden. He made his first effort, but not that time. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. Irving into the front court. Down by one. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
DeAndre Jordan with the block. That's his third block this evening.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Kevin Durant. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Kyrie Irving sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
To Tobias Harris. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket. Nets have the basketball. Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Danny Green. Trying to cash in. Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. To Irving. 4-3. Kyrie Irving. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Danny Green snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Harden in possession. Leads one. To Irving. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Embiid. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Dinwiddie. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. Kyrie Irving, 3 for 6 now. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
First personal foul. Team foul number 3.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Has a look. Kyrie with a shot, no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
From long range, cleans the offensive glass. On the follow, way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Down a point. Irving to Dinwiddie. And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the 2nd round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
Rejected.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Dinwiddie matched up with Seth Curry. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jared Allen rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. 2-point advantage. To Jordan. From the painted area, won't go down. To Seth Curry. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Seth Curry at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Philadelphia, number 5, Amir Johnson. Into the game for the Nets.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot.
Brooklyn with the basketball to Allen Crabbe.
Got some for him.
Jordan. Probing the defense. To Allen Crabbe. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. Seth Curry. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Time to shuffle things up. Allen Crabbe at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. DeAndre Jordan sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Embiid. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Lets it fly from long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Kyrie across the timeline. Leads just a point to Davis. And the rebound comes down to Johnson. And a nice finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Irving to Allen Crabbe. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. He'll put it up at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. It's the Sixers out in front. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jarrett Allen pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Durant to Dinwiddie. Durant to Dinwiddie. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. Oh, big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's Brooklyn's ball. To Davis. Kevin Durant, 2 of 4 now. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer, no. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
KD for two. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Howard. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. First free throw is good.
For Philadelphia, number 1, Mike Scott. Entering the game for Brooklyn, number 13,
Goes 2 for 2. Brooklyn's got it. Down low Durant. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Kevin Durant. Couple of free throws on the way. Career 88% from the line. Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Gets to the basket and scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Kevin Durant, 4 out of 7.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
The pass set it all up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Harden has it up the floor. To Durant. Here comes the screen. Harden guarded by Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. Short jumper stays out. Up top, it's Young. His team up by 1. Driving right to the basket. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jarrett Allen trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. To Howard. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Irving to Beasley. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Take mine. I got yours. I need help.
Cruises inside for two.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen. Durant to Irving. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good. To Howard. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Tobias Harris at the line for two shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Harden. Fires the three, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Danny Green is going to get a chance at three here, shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the first. Second and three is good.
Way to hit.
Knocks down all three at the line. Durant with the basketball up top. They trail by one. Dwight Howard, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Tobias Harris, the drive, right to the basket. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The rebound cleared by the Nets. Here's Irving into the front court, down by one. Durant, not easy.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
To Tobias Harris. For three.
To number 13, James.
Danny Green is going to get three shots here. He's been steady, 83% at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Side track.
And he misses the second. Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Allen Crabbe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Embiid with the board. Howard to Seth Curry. Easy path to the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, had him going there for a second. To Irving. Driving right to the basket. Screen coming. Dwight Howard swats it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Harden. Irving. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. DeAndre Jordan up against the 8-time All-Star. Shot for James Harden. It's Embiid with the rebound. To Seth Curry. Danny Green. Has a chance. Harris's shot won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
James Harden not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Allen Crabbe. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Now a steal by Philly.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Howard to Tobias Harris. Offensive rebound. Superman, Dwight Howard. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Harden into the front court. Down 2 to Jordan. Sixers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Irving to Allen Crabbe.
Big pick right there.
To Harden. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Harden shoots. Knocks it down. Off the step back. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Danny Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. Shooting 77% so far in this one. First one goes down.
Hit it, shoot it again.
It's the second. One more coming.
For the Brooklyn Nets, number 35.
Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. Harden in possession. Down just a couple. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Missed it at the line. Danny Green to Seth Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
4-3. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Sixers are in the penalty. Into the game.
and the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Danny Green, that's his second personal foul. Team foul number 5. Philadelphia 76ers are in the penalty.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Shot from the lane won't go. Beasley to Durant. And throws it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Today's game program, latest trivia question, and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Stepping in for the Brooklyn Nets, number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Allen Crabbe matched up with Young. To Irving. From long range. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Irving with the basketball. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. To Dinwiddie. To Allen Crabbe. A pass down low to Beasley. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Got it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Beyond the arc for 3. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 33, Tobias.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Goes down. A 3 at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room. So a tie one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The 76ers have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game
track. Blocks.
All right, let's be honest. Some of these guys have been getting embarrassed tonight with the way their shots are getting blocked. But you can't deny the entertainment value.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Brooklyn secures the rebound. Durant across the timeline. His guys now down by a point. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Harden with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. To Durant. Curling inside, and he'll go to the foul line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Sixers control it. Drive by Harris, but a shot won't go. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Harden. To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Harris to Danny Green. Fires the 3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Harden with it up top. Leads 1. To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the left corner. Irving. To Harden. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Harden in possession. Leads just a point. To Irving. Harden. Now that's a contest. That's rebounded by Beasley. Into the front court, it's Irving. His team up by 1. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Irving to Harden. Down to 5 on the 24. Harden can't get the bounce.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green to Tobias Harris. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss. Here's Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
To Beasley. Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And he connects on the first free throw.
For Philadelphia, number 20, Dwight Howard.
Two for two on that trip. Harden into the front court. 2-point advantage. Durant to Harden. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Kyrie lets it go. It's Howard, the rebound. Can't connect from in close.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Durant. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green. To Howard. Short jumper won't go down. Irving into the front court. Lead is 2. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Substitution being made in this one.
For the 76ers, number 1, Mike Scott.
Durant. To Harden. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Oh, emphatic slam. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Terrific vision. Won't go down. Embiid to Howard. And stuffs it home.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Here comes the screen. Durant, guarded by Howard. From the painted area, won't go down. Embiid. To Howard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Dwight Howard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Now the Nets going to take a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Durant. For 3. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Harris to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Count it. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kevin Durant has it. To Jordan. They'll get it to Durant. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Down to Young. Good look that time, but off the mark. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Jordan. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Howard. Stuffs it down with authority.
What a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Ed Davis to Durant. And the rebound comes down to Green. Nice finish at the rim.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Nets have it to Durant. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Durant to the basket, but he can't finish. To Seth Curry. Count the bucket for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
KD with the rock. Here comes the screen. Durant. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
The follow won't go either. To Durant. To Dinwiddie. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Here's Durant for 2. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Durant, defended by Howard. To Dinwiddie. The screen sets him up for 2.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Seth Curry. He's looking for that touch. Durant with the basketball up top. His guy's down by 9. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Howard. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Dinwiddie into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Lays it up and in. Won't go. They'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The 76ers have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Flushes it home. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both. And you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Dwight Howard, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Harden in possession. The deficit now up to 5. Durant matched up with Howard. It's Harden. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
To Howard. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Dwight Howard at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. From the outside, no good. To Nick Young. Runner's good there.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Harden to Durant. Here comes the screen. Durant, defended by Howard. Jumper's good.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Nick Young. Shot from the lane won't go.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Picked up by the Nets. Cleans it up. And it's corralled. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 4. Can't miss those. And the slam.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. James Harden trying to cash in. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Seth Curry to Howard. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Harden. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. He's shooting 85% in this game. First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Harden. From the painted area, won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Young. Jared Allen tips it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was 0 for 6 to start. Let's see if that 3 turns things around.
Well, there's this old saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is why you've been practicing in the offseason so hard. You never let one miss deter you from taking the next.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Gets a shot up off the mark. A pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Short jumper stays out. Howard. It goes down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. With James Harden, muscle memory gets it to go.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a net. It remains Sixers basketball. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving. And number 20, DeAndre Jordan.
Not that time.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Harden matched up with Howard. To Jordan. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Amir Johnson. So the Nets hold on to the possession. Five seconds to shoot. To Harden. Has a chance. And he buries it.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Young. To Tobias Harris. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. Follows his own shot with that one. Nice follow-up.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Harris. Knocked loose. The drive right to the basket. Jared Allen with the block. Make that 7.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
4-3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rebound taken in by the Nets. Irving with the basketball. His guys down 3. Nice pass to set things up.
And Ed, here's my offensive feel. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Howard. Harris. He'll get it down to Johnson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Harden to Irving. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Kyrie Irving, couple of free throws on the way. A career 87% from the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Sixers have the basketball. Tobias Harris above the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Harden with the basketball. They're down 3. Nothing going here on that drive. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Harden with it up top. Down 3. To Beasley. To Jordan. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. No good. Oh, looked like he may have gotten there.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body controls everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Irving. Layup goes down. Well done.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To Embiid. You've got to get that one to go. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys now down by a point. To Harden. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Danny Green. Missed it. How'd that not go down? The follow won't go either. Harden in possession. His guys now trailing by a point. Nice swat that time. They've got it back.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Into the game for Philadelphia, number 30.
Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Now the Nets going to take a timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three.
Of course you do. Save 10% on all merchandise when you purchase 3 or more items at one of our arena stores. This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 20, Dwight Howard.
19-footer at the buzzer, and he hits. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
The Sixers are victorious as they win this one by 3. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. It wasn't a great performance by these guys. And unfortunately, we have video evidence. Viewer discretion advised. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Dwight Howard put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
what's coming up for the Brooklyn Nets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.